Hello you guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Setalon, and today I have a happy announcement. Varian has been introduced to the PTR, and I am so excited for that because he is the Nexus first multi-class hero. He is both a warrior and an assassin. Or more accurately, he can choose to be a warrior or an assassin. And he's pretty cool. I only played a couple of games with him, and I thought that I would share this with you. So the first game that I'm going to show you is a tanking build for Varian, because I wanted to see how well he fares as a tank, because I am playing a lot of tanks. That's my primary role when I'm playing Hero League, and I want to see what can he offer that other tanks can't, and it's pretty exciting. So I will let you take a peek into my last game with Varian. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys very soon with more Varian PTR stuff.
Prepare yourself for battle, heroes.
Now we will tear them limb from limb.
Alright, so we are Varian Gaslow, Durant, and Acebo Tagara against the Varian Malfurion, Tagara, Lunara, and Traitor.
The battle begins in 10 seconds.
And I think
5, 4,
we're going for overpower this game. We're going for a tank build.
1. Let the battle begin.
Because they have a Tracer. So if Tracer shoots at me and I parry, then Heroic Strike is refreshed. And that is cool. We like that. Yes, we do. I think I will try to go bot and help Zigzag. No. Not like that. We've gotten a tower. I'm going up mid. So I learned from the previous games that Varian is not very good in the early game. Or not very good. That's an overstatement. He struggles in the early game. You have to let him get a few of his talents for him to really shine. So you have to play kind of conservative while in the leveling phase, the early game phase. We go for shield wall.
And in my favor.
Alright, I should go down. Quite frankly, they don't care, so I won't either. What's that? You guys are the worst. I really hate playing with AIs. I'll get rid of that. Get out. And then I will switch to butt. Have zigzag. Get out, zigzag! And we're just poking. We're not serious. We really aren't.
Shall we see who gathers enough tribute this time?
We forge our own destiny.
And this is where I want to go, either live by the sword or victory rush. 20%. I think we will try to live by the sword. I'm not entirely certain that it's the best talent, but maybe against a Tracer and a Lunara, which are auto attack heroes, it might be. Against a mage, heavy team, I would probably go for victory rush instead. The problem with second wind is that when we choose taunt, our attack speed is reduced by 25%. Not meaning that it's a bad talent, but I don't know the numbers, the number tweaking, if you go down that road. So I don't know.
I grow tired of your petty squabbling. Gather tribute. Earn my favor.
Alright, so top lane is pushing. And I'm just going down to zone. Second. Yeah, we got it. And I'm going up to push.
I fight.
Put down your freaking zombie wall. Let me out. No. Alright. And we are going for taunt.
Gather tribute or face my curse.
Oh, his shield is so cool now. Is it a wolf shield? Yeah, it is.
Mercenary camp.
For those of you who haven't noticed, this is a Varian's
Think the same way.
extra skin, his Horde skin, which I think is so cool.
Good. I was growing. You think the same way. For Azeroth.
If you want to have the best outcome of Lion's Fang, you have to line up like that. Make sure it hits as many targets as possible. It's all about positioning. What did he go for?
I grow tired
Oh,
of
Colossus Smash.
squabbling. Gather tribute. Earn my favor.
Justice is at hand.
Hit me.
Well done. Your enemies shall be.
No! Alright, first kill.
You have been slain.
Or the first death of me at least. So that was unfortunate. I shouldn't have stayed on him as long as I did. And that's what I believe Variant's biggest default is, or if you're playing Variant, that's the biggest default. That you have to know how far into a team fight you can go, and how much chasing can you do. And I just tried out the Frenzy heroic Twin Blades of Fury.
Keep eliminating.
And with that build, you can definitely.
Good kill.
With that build, you can definitely
Let the curse
chase.
end.
I don't know what's up with that Nasivo, which is really annoying.
Don't mind me. Just taking a mercenary camp. All by myself.
I think that we'll go for some movement speed. No, there are too many. I don't want to do that. Get out. Oh, damn it. I'm getting out. I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. Oh, maybe I will.
Your struggle is over. We march.
So the taunt heroic forces the target hero to attack Varian for 1.25%, 1.25 seconds. That in itself is quite cool if you want to get a kill, or if you want to ensure a kill that while they are trying to flee, if you can hit them
Keep destroyed.
like that. No, I didn't get you. Sorry. But the idea is that you can save your rush. Oh yeah. You can save your rush and do like this. Get them to attack you like that. So if your team can follow, can keep up with you, then
Killing spree.
you are able to crowd control one target. Oh, don't do that. Are we winning now? I think we are.
Gather tribute or face me.
Yeah, we're winning now.
Victory.
So that's one build you can go for.
VP.
With Varian. Now I didn't get to pick any further talents. But if we take a look at here, I went for overpower. So when you parry a hero's basic attack, heroic strikes cooldown is refreshed. Can only occur once per cast. So that allows you to deal a little extra damage while going for a more tanky spec. Shield wall parry now grants protected, preventing all incoming damage for the duration. Because parry in itself only parries or only defends you against auto attacks. So if you're playing against an ability power heavy enemy team, then shield wall is the easiest way to reassure yourself that you are not going to take a lot of damage. Then I chose Live by the Sword. I actually think it's a quite good talent, especially if they're hitting you a lot, because then it reduces the cooldown by parry for 3 seconds, and the cooldown is 10 seconds. So if they hit you 3 times, then it's 1 second cooldown, and then you can use it again. So it's really good. Then I went for Taunt. Increases our maximum health by 50%, reduces attack speed by 25%. That's why I don't go for second wind, by the way. And then force the targeted hero to attack Varian for 1.25 seconds. I think that the best way to use this is either slow taunt or charge taunt, and or you can combine all of them by slowing first, then charging, then taunting, and then ensure that you get a kill for your teammates. Then I went for Banner of Stormwind to increase our movement speed, but you can go for whatever fits your team the most. This talent tier is all about giving your team as big a bonus as they can possibly get. So if you have a lot of ability powered heroes, then go for Banner of Dalaran. If you have a lot of squishies in your in your team, or the other team is using a lot of ability powers, then Banner of Ironforge is really good. If you're all about the chase or the opportunity to escape and team fight, remember that Varian does not have a lot of escapes, so Banner of Stormwind is really good for him personally, but also if you have if you need a movement boost for your team. Level 16, you can go for whatever. Again, this is all about fitting it to the scenario. If they have a Tazazar, if they have a Tyrael, if they have a Zarya, I would go for Shattering Throw, because that destroys the enemy's, the target's shield. And it increases your passively it increases your basic attacks against shields by 200%. You could also go for Mortal Strike if they are very health. If they go for double support, for instance, then heroes hit by Heroic Strike receive 40% reduced healing for 4 seconds, and that's a pretty huge deal. But usually, if it's a pretty bland opposing team you're up against, then I would go for Juggernaut, because it increases the damage to also deal 6% of the maximum health of your target. So it can become a finisher, or it can at least allow you to rush in, deal a lot of damage, taunt him to make it a finisher. And then I have only gotten to the level 20 talents once, but I actually like Vigilance a lot. Being hit by a heroic basic attack reduces cooldown of taunt by 1 second. However, if they are not really that auto attack minded, you could go for Glory for the Alliance banner. Now also increase health regeneration and all healing received for nearby allied heroes by 50%, and the cooldown is reduced by 20 seconds. The banners are 45 seconds cooldown, I believe. Yeah, 45 second cooldown. So now you can put it down every 25th second. This can become a huge advantage for you and your team. Especially if you have AoE healing, like Brightwing, or Rhaegar's chain heal. You could also go for demoralizing demoralizing shout. Sorry about that. So that the enemy team, if you use it right, deal 25% less damage for 5 seconds. That could be a huge deal in a team fight, and it has a 25 seconds cooldown, so you can use it quite often. But that is the more tanky build for Varian. I really enjoy it, and I hope that you do too. Please subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and I'll see you guys in the Nexus.